you will forget most of your life. And that might sound dramatic, but it's true. Most of what you see, hear, feel, gone. In the 1800s, the average person consumed the information of about one newspaper per day. Today, over 170 newspapers. Every single day. But here's the thing. Your brain hasn't changed. It's not optimized for data. It's optimized for survival. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, imagine your brain actually remembered every detail, every face, every sound, every ad you saw. You'd crash, you'd freeze, you'd be overloaded. That's why your brain filters most of the things out. It forgets, on purpose. But sometimes, we forget the wrong things. On average, we take in over 34 gigabytes of data per day. That's enough to crash most laptops in a week. But we don't remember all of it. Actually, we only remember what stands out. You probably remember a random moment from your childhood, but not what you ate last Tuesday. Why is that? Because your brain isn't a hard drive, it's a filter. Studies show that you forget about 90% of your daily experience within 48 hours. Let that sink in. That conversation you had, the thing you laughed about, the smell in the hallway, it's probably already gone. But there are things that stick. Emotional moments, surprises, danger, pain. So your memory is biased, but not randomly. It's designed that way to keep you focused on what matters. Let's talk about how this plays out in real life. You think you remember an event accurately, right? But every time you recall something, your brain rewrites it slightly. That's not a bug. That's how memory works. That's why multiple people can remember the same situation completely differently, and both can feel 100% sure. There's even a name for this on a larger scale. It's called the Mandela Effect, where groups of people remember something that never happened. People believed Nelson Mandela died in the 80s. He didn't. They swore Darth Vader said, "Luke, I am your father." He didn't. These false memories feel real because your brain doesn't store facts. It stores feelings, impressions, context. That's why pain sticks more than joy. You forget most of your birthdays, but you remember the heartbreak. It's how we are wired. There's another reason why we forget so much. It's how we live now. We scroll, swipe, tap, swipe again. And platforms like TikTok, they are not designed for memory. They are designed for stimulation. Every clip hits you fast, but the faster it hits, the less it sticks. That's just neuroscience. Your brain needs focus to remember something. If everything changes every 2 seconds, nothing gets stored. Have you ever looked back at the week and feel like nothing happened? That's not because nothing happened. It's because nothing stood out. Your brain compresses routines. Same coffee shop, same hallway, same desk. It all blurs. But novelty, newness, emotion, that creates memory. So what do we actually remember? Moments that meant something, moments that hurt, or lifted us, or changed something. And that means, if you want to remember your life better, you need to live it with intention. You need to slow down, feel more. Choose what you give your attention to, because attention is the beginning of memory. Here's the paradox. We archive more than ever. Thousands of photos, voice notes, videos, screenshots. But the more we outsource memory to our phones, the less we remember ourselves. You remember filming the concert, not being at it. You remember the selfie, not the sunset. So maybe the problem isn't that we forget too much. Maybe the problem is that we remember the wrong things. You will forget most of your life. That's a fact. But what you remember, that's still in your hands. Don't just store memories. Make them. Live the kind of moments you'd fight to hold on to. Because memories are not just something that we keep. They are something we become. Every moment you pay attention to, every second you feel deeply, becomes part of the story you carry. And in the end, that story is all you'll have. So make it one worth remembering.